Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel. Today we're going to do a review of a new to market product, and that is this AVA premium snow foam lance. Now this has been sent to me gratis, free of charge, so you can decide whether that makes this review biased or not. My aim is to, tell you what I think of it, good and bad. So let's start with some of the basics. What's cool about it? When you buy the snow foam lance, which costs $44.95, you get 3 litre containers. And then let's just spend a little second talking about these containers. So they're numbered 1, 2, 3. They're coloured differently, so you can put different chemicals in them. Why do I need three chemicals, John? It's a snow foam lance, put snow foam in it. Well, you could have one snow foam in one, and I've got the Wax is Dead snow foam in there. You could have wheel cleaner in another, or you could have your contact shampoo in another one. So after you've pre-washed, you spray your contact shampoo all over the car. Or you might want to put a ceramic foam in one as well. And you can put them in the number. So you put the pre-wash in 1, the contact wash in 2, the ceramic foam in 3, etc. So that's really cool. What else is really cool about this is it has a built-in dosing mechanism. So if you look at the side, if we just come out in the light, well, it's hard to see. And it's all measured up. So you just fill your liquid to those different raised heights, and it tells you how much each of those is. So if you fill it right to that final dot at the top, you've got 100 mil of product. The second one, 75 mil, 50 mil, 25 mil. That's really clever, that is. Some people are going to be saying, well, you've got to put your chemical in first that way, and then your water goes in and it all froths up. Yes, you would be right, but just pour it, when you pour your chemical in, just put an angle on it, and it won't hit that with, don't jet wash into there, You get the idea. Or you can pour it in here, measure it out, put your water in the other one and pour it in. It also tells you about ratios. So if you're one of these guys that struggles with ratios, now I'm not the sharpest tool in the box, but I can't understand what the problem is with these ratios. They're not that difficult. So like you've got 1 to 1, that's 1 part product to 1 part water, so that's 50%. So that's pretty good, isn't it? Like 1 to 9 is 1 part product to 9 parts water, so 100 mil to 90 mil of water. I don't understand why ratios are so complicated. Like, just the scale works for me, but a lot of people will appreciate that. And I'm not upping myself because I'm not the sharpest tool in the book by a long way, but that's just one thing I don't struggle with. So that's a really nice feature. Now, the other feature is these are obviously watertight and they're stackable. So if you're a mobile detailer, you can, that's not my alarm, you can stack them all, including that one, and then just put them in somewhere in your van. Like you could make a little container for them or something like that, or you could put a drill, like a drill bolt through that, possibly. Although that might, yeah, if you had an extra one, you could, so it's locked in somewhere, but you want to use it as a lid as well. Now the lids are also bases for the snow foam lance, because you don't want the lance toppling. So that's pretty secure, and it's not got all this metal stuff in the top, so it's not actually that top heavy. You're not going to knock these over unless you don't use that. But how bad is it without that? You could topple it, but it's not actually that bad. But if it was empty, then it would probably be top heavy. So you just click them into there. That's quite clever. And that's quite unique, isn't it? The lid also being a base. What other features has it got, guys? Well, rather than just you twirling the nozzle, the feed mixture rate, so 9 is max foam, 0 is, less foam or less whatever's in here. It's nice to have a number there so you're not guessing or trying to remember or putting a bit of pen on your optimal mark. Although for me, I've used it once and I just put it on top whack. It also has a clicky clicker, and that clicky clicker adjusts your fan, okay? And it's got the metal impellers in it. If you need to maintain this, push the pins out there, and this bar will come out, and then you can, like if you see the car parts, radiator hoses, and then you can pull that pin out. This will come off. When it does, there's a little plastic thing on a spring that will fall out. Don't panic. You just put it back in when you're clicking it back together. That's if you want to change the filter that's in there, okay? This end, I think, has the orifice in it. I don't believe you can change the orifice size. And at the moment, this is the proprietary AVA mounting. So this is designed to be used with the AVA guns. So this is part of the review. I know a lot of you are going to be saying, well, I want to use this with my quick release gun here. A bit like when they brought out their system, their pressure washer thing. There wasn't like a solution. Now there's a very good solution, which is this that I bought from Clean Your Ride, and it costs £6. And you just put that straight on the end of the AVA hose and you're away with this. I think something will happen. I was chatting to James from AVA, and they're going to do something, or there'll be some way of getting that to quick release. But there isn't a direct bayonet that's quick release that goes straight into this. That's a proprietary fitting system. So if you've got one of these and your requirement is it must be usable with this, at the time that I shoot the review, you'd have to fiddle around, you know, and I don't know what's out there. So that's a disadvantage, okay? So it's primarily at the moment, the time of release, for AVA guns. And I'll show you an AVA gun. Now, there's some other cool things. There's some other cool things that I think people will like. Right. Now, they've obviously got this big thing here, so it's easy to fill. It's like a giant milkshake bottle. It's very easy to just tip your chemicals in there. But if you don't want to use your chemicals, like for example, you want to use, I haven't tested it on this bottle, it probably won't work now. Oh, it's got a safety, hold on, give me 2 hands. So say you've got a snow foam thing, a bottle, hopefully you can see that. You can dunk it in there, and it's got a thread for a normal bottle, and you can just screw your bottle in. So it's also compatible. That does fit. Well, it's going to be top heavy. I'm not sure. You might want to do that for ceramic foam. Like, so if you've got a ceramic foam bottle that's ready to go, you could just put that on and you're good to go. That won't clip into there unless I'm very, very lucky. But that's quite a cool feature as well. They thought about putting another thread size for normal bottles on there. Very clever. That's all of the main features, guys. So let's just take this off and we'll go and use it. From testing so far, I'll say 2 things. The draw rate on the Lance is quite high, so you will go through your chemicals. You could probably do a car with about 500 mil in here, but you'd have to go around quite quickly. You can see how much I've got in here, so we can get a rough idea for it. 70%, that's going to be 700 mil of total solution. And I'm using the Wax is Dead shampoo, which is quite foamy. And I'm using it around about 1 to 5, which is maybe a little bit less than that, which is a decent ratio. So let's just go down here. Here's the gun. So you have to unscrew that. You can see that. That's your spray nozzle that you can adjust the fan on that comes with these guns. And you put that in. You've always got to get it the right way around. There we go. And then you can tighten that up, or you can leave that if you're lazy. And then let's just, I don't know if I might put things on. There it is. So we've got quite a wide fan out there. So let's just go on with the foam. That's kind of nice. Quite light. Nice. I know I'm going through the product quite quickly. I can feel it. This is quite a thick foam as well. Just turn that off, pull that through. You'd have no problems with this. Job done. And I'm down to, how much have I got left in there? 20% and 70%. So I've used 500 mil of snow foam. Just, oh, hold on. Sorry. Oh, there we go. So that's 500 mil of snow foam to do a car. You could get around there a bit quicker, but the draw rate on the machine is quite high. The foam is good. The foam is good, and that's only with a little That's hard water in my area and a little P55 unit. So it's not making foam because I've got tons of pressure. This is the product which won my snow foam lance comparison video, which I'll link in the description. This has got some really cool features. It's a brilliant snow foam lance. It really is. It's like the benchmark. I think you can get it for 42 quid. And you can unscrew that and put whatever fitting you want on there. And it's also got rake adjustment. So I'm showing you what else is on the market. It also has a dangly ball in the bottom with a little filter on it. So there are other little features. And it's got little bungs so that you can pop those out. I never remove those. Don't see the point. But there is a reason they're on there. So that's kind of like the competition. Interesting. I love the 3 lance idea, and I think AVA have got more ideas in the pipeline about being able to use 2 of these at the same time with your gun, so you can almost hit a switch and go from like pre-wash to foam. Some people will love things like that, and I'm thinking, God, it's a lot of engineering. No one's done that really, as far as I know, and that would be interesting. So the thing that I like about this company is they're trying new ideas. They've not just gone, you know, with the traditional way of doing it. They feel that you'd want more than one container for your money, and they've gone and designed these sort of bespoke things that go on the top. So I love all that design. The foam still seems decent to me. I'm not overly fussy, but as a YouTuber, it's nice to have really thick foam. I think the MJCC is still the king of foam. The MJCC has a high draw rate as well, probably very similar to this, where they use the product. You know, I did have that on full draw rate 9, so you could turn that down, but that kind of foam that come out of there is kind of the consistency that I want. So hopefully that gives you an idea, guys. The other thing to say is there are snow foam lances on the market that you can go and buy from Alibaba that cost 8 quid. I don't use it. I've got rid of it. The only ones that I've kept are the other AVA one, which is a one they've sold a while, which is not the one that comes with it, which doesn't have the metal impellers. That was their premium one before they've developed this one with the metal impellers. I don't think I've even used that yet. And that's the MTM, which is a good one, but the latest version of that is about 70 quid. So you could go with an £8 snow foam lance, but the type of guy that will go for an £8 snow foam lance will just use the snow foam lance that AVA give you. So AVA give you a snow foam lance in most of their bundles, but it's an entry-level thing, and it doesn't have the metal impellers, and it doesn't produce thick foam. It just puts the chemical out, makes a little bit of foam, and that's it. So I think hopefully you've got all the information to make your mind up. At the moment, this is primarily for AVA users, but if you're an AVA user, I think you're going to like this. So there we go. I will put a link for this product in the description. It's hot off the press. And let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you very much. Bye for now.